Like, he might as well not have a suspicion. I could have just let him off with a warning considering the fact he never does anything. Hi, my name is Ariana, and for today's video, I'm going to be reacting to the massive high school food fight by Ivan Animated. Let's get started. I'm so hungry. Stop being stupid. I sound dumb sometimes.
Ivan Animated.
Now, you're probably reading the title of this video and thinking, Ivan, you don't seem like the troublemaking type. And yeah, for the most part, you're absolutely right. And actually, I think my morals are a lot more wholesome than anyone else's on this platform. But this day was the exception. So let's take it all the way back to freshman year. It was the last full day of classes, right before summer vacation starts, and the whole school was going insane. Fights were breaking out, senior pranks were going down, and the grand finale of it all, a massive food fight between all the grades during lunch. Dude, this wasn't gonna be a food fight. This was gonna be a food war. And being a young, eager freshman hungry for that high school experience, boy, you already know I'm gonna be a part of that massive food fight.
Boy, you
So the bell rings and lunch period hits. The cafeteria was super crowded, like a lot more than usual, because a bunch of kids who didn't have this specific lunch period managed to sneak in just to partake in the fight. After about 15 minutes, the lunch line closes. Everybody's sitting down with their food, waiting for the first person to throw something and start the fight.
I wish my school was
Now,
that
honestly, this is probably the hardest part about any food fight, is who's got the balls to start it, and is anyone gonna follow through after it happens? Like, can you just imagine how much of an asshole you'd look like if you just chucked a pizza across the room and just hit some poor random girl and nobody else did anything? Actually, that'd be a pretty funny prank. Just start a massive rumor that a huge food fight's gonna go down, and then tell one person that they're supposed to start it, and then when they actually throw something, make sure no one else throws anything. That'd be pretty
That's
funny.
so,
If you guys do that,
that's so
please record it.
funny.
Send it to me on Twitter. Thank you.
That's like,
And then it happens.
like
An upperclassman 2 tables down chucks an open chocolate milk carton across the room and just smacks someone in the back of the head. And without any hesitation, the cafeteria explodes. Food and garbage was just flying through the air. Kids were setting up barricades and hiding under lunch tables. One kid got really into it and took a family-sized bag of Doritos and just spilled it all over himself.
that's a waste.
The whole thing lasted for what I want to say was
waste.
around 5 minutes before it was just completely shut down by security. Now, here's another fun thing about food fights, is there's so much chaos going on and people participating that it's really hard to pinpoint single individuals for punishment. And that was my entire mentality going into this, is I can throw stuff because everybody else is throwing stuff. Like, what are they gonna do? Suspend the entire student body? So the cafeteria clears out and everybody heads to the next period. As I'm sitting in class, I get called to the principal's office.
So
So did
that
you throw
is
anything during the
nose.
food fight? No. Is this not you on the security footage?
Nani? What?
Ah, damn it. So it turns out, during the food fight, the lunch table I was sitting at was under the security cam the entire time. Not only that, but I was easily picked out amongst the massive amount of students because of my bright-ass orange Naruto t-shirt. Naruto, a
This is why you
ninja,
don't stand
known for
out.
being stealthy and blending in with crowds, is the reason I got suspended from school. This is why Dragon Ball is better. And honestly, I think the worst part about this was I threw the least harmful thing you could ever throw in a food fight. Dude, just looking around, people were throwing taco meat, juice boxes, chocolate milk, anything that could severely stain your clothes or make you smell like crap for the rest of the day. While your boy freshman year Ivan was out here throwing the bread slices from his cheese sandwich. Which, I guess the worst thing that could happen to you is you gotta like brush off some breadcrumbs before your next period class, or whatever. I don't know. Wasn't really a big deal. Still got suspended for it, so there we go. But because it was the last day of school, the suspension ended up carrying over into the next school. Joke's on you, losers! I got an extended summer vacation.
At
all
that
according to
point,
plan.
you might as well not get suspended. What? Okay, it's over. Honestly, what was the point of suspending him if it's the last day of school? At that point, next school year, like, he might as well not have a suspicion. I could have just let him off with a warning, considering the fact he never does anything, or like he claims he never did anything. But anyway, that's it. Yeah, this tragic is puffed up, but that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, don't forget to love yourself, be yourself. Deuces.